Welcome back to the pyramid. Thank you for your patience. The break time is over and we are continuing with this beautiful game, which is called Terranigma. Let us go and see what's going on. Sayo gave me one tip while I was in the break time. She said the wine belongs to freedom. So I guess we go there. I have to cross all this though. And then we can do the freedom stuff. And also I want to see there's like more bird spots. There's another bird spot. I think I want to like experience more of these birds. I feel like this is the bird that gets me to Greenland. Maybe. We will see. But I need to like revisit all these bird spots to just know what's going on. Because I lost track just a little bit. Also again, yeah, this is Greenland. Also again, I'm like amazed, like how I look on stream today. I told the story before. I guess I will like do that again. It's weird. Like I never learned how to shave my face. Never. No one told me. No one showed me. My dad never showed me. And he was just like, yeah, take an electrical razor for your goddamn face, and that's it. And it looks awful. You know, you always have this weird shade on your face. So I started now to learn how to shave myself. Because again, no one told you that you look like shit, because everyone doesn't try to be disrespectful. Well, you know, everyone tries to not like tell you straight up in the face that you look like awful. But yeah. So I think I look better now. What's the difference between a kinky and perverted? Kinky is when you tickle your girlfriend with the feather. Pervert is when you when you use the whole bird. I mean, you say that. Good to see you, David, by the way. How are you doing today? Longer time no see. I hope the world is treating you nice. Okay, there's nothing new here though. It's just Greenland, just penguins living the life. Can I make a photo here? Oh, and my chat died. Wait a second. I saw like an emote flying by on my screen, but there was nothing on my actual chat box. There we go. Hey, there we go. Hello, 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 hello. That's basically what everyone said, but was not on my end. Good, good. Good, good, yeah, yeah. I need to remember, chat. I have something important to do after stream. And I spilled my drink over me. And the floor. And my table. Because I was like thinking about very important things. It's fine though. It's not much. It's fine. Been gardening. I'm grooming. You're growing tomatoes and strawberries. Ooh. Oh, you like a farmer now? You do real life Harvest Moon now? Nice. How is gardening life treating you? We did that, right? We did the gardening life a little bit. It's super exciting. It's fun.
Hello, Ebrinian.
Hello, Retro Gamer Dead. Good to see you, man. Are we doing good? Go in. Very relaxing, yeah. You would say that, but gardening is actually... You're running SOS now? Yeah, oh, you saw it? Yeah, I'm running SOS now, yeah. I did it the last few days. I will do it later. I will do it later too. I will give myself today and tomorrow to get top 10. No joke. Or are we all, fine. Let's say fine. My oxygen intake today is not the best. And I feel that. But it's due to the warm weather. It's cooler today, no, it's warmer today. Clay soil is a nightmare. How hot does it get over here? Today is not that warm. The apartment heats up a lot. Today is like between like 24 and 26 degrees Celsius. On Sunday though, it will get like 35, apparently, according to the weather forecast. 35 in this region where I am here is like, you have 35 degrees, no wind, you will basically like in an oven. It's like outside. It's bearable for a day or two, but usually it's not the temperature we have in Germany often. So summer is between 23 and 35. Let's get up to 30 over the weekend. 30 is cool. I have 30 right now in my apartment. Oh, is that good? Is this where I want to go? I think this is where I want to go. Yeah. This is the good bird, maybe. Yes, this is the good bird. Summer is pretty similar here in England. Oh yeah, I mean like we are basically in the same like not only side of the planet but also angle, kinda. No, so Liam is still okay, so he has not, so a lion is not in Neo Tokyo. Yeah, we don't get storms that often. No, don't go back in there. Okay, so I guess I remember something entirely wrong, which can happen. How's me? I'm doing okay again. It stresses me out that we have to change the apartment again. So you know that's the thing. And other than this, I'm doing okay. Like again, today my oxygen intake is not good, so I feel a little bit like all over the place. We're in the low 30s recently. Today it's 23. Oh, I see. What is your summers like usually? Is it around the same scale? Do I have a nebulizer? Is that the thing? Is that like the device that like blows a little bit of water into the air? I don't have that, no. Like a lot of people talk about this. Is this really recommended? Is this really a good thing? Should I really get something like this for summer times? Asking out of curiosity, and I'm legit asking. $23 for the low end of summer. It doesn't usually stay super hot for long times. Okay. But the last days have been really dry. Yeah. Is AC uncommon there like in England? Yes. We don't have ACs, yeah. Like our houses are built for like heat, keeping heat in, heating up, survival in the winter, and not like for hot summers. Oh, you mean like this thing? Yeah, I have one of these things. Yes. Yeah, I have like super asthma, so yeah, I have these things. I have all these things, but I hate them because I used them like for literally 30 years by now. I'm 33. I used them like I was 3 or 4 years old. Like I still remember this. Like when I was super young and like asthma was my absolute like abyss problem. Like the doctor got me a machine, like an electrical machine that sounded like a lawnmower, and you had to like sit there like in silence, and you have to like breathe for like 10 minutes into like a mask or whatever every freaking day. As a kid, that was like horror, I tell you. It was like so dumb. How do you tell when a child develops asthma? Usually they can, I don't know if you can, like, you know, like diagnose this yourself, but we have doctors that like run a lung function test. And then you sit there for like, it takes like literally like 5 minutes. You have to breathe into a machine like for a little bit, and it will like show you you know, how much air intake you have and how much air you can get out of your lungs and how quick, and this will determine how good your lung is. Any particular warning signs? Oh, you mean like from an asthma dude to another? A usual warning sign, like if the complaints get stronger in hot weather, that's, you know, a normal person not having asthma also has like slightly problems in, you know, breathing in heat. But if the complaints get stronger when it's hot outside, yeah, that's something I would like look after. Usually when it's something like because asthma, because of allergies, you know, I would look into like late autumn, like I would look into autumn and fall, no, autumn and spring, sorry, and if there's like any like, you know, any seeds or whatever in the air from like some trees or like some grass or some kind of these things, I would also be considering to look further into this. And you know, the best thing you can do is just like, I don't know, do a friendly competition in walking, in like running. You know, just like say to your kid, okay, you know what? Let's run like a little bit, and if you were faster than me or whatever, you get like an ice cream or whatever. And then you do this like, you know, best out of 3 or whatever. And if you notice that your kid is struggling, you should maybe, you know, try it a few times, maybe you know, over a month, and see how it is. And then you will really see if your kid gets red in the face or whatever from running. This is basically how I was diagnosed too. But yeah, the best is to get to a doctor, obviously. But I can understand that in America, for example, a visit to a doctor can be super expensive out of suspicion. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that helped a little bit, I don't know. Especially it's weird, like, being on that topic, especially it's weird when your kid complains when you think your kid is, like, you know, in good shape in terms of like physique and like you know, has enough you you know, activities, sport or whatever, usually your lungs should be super good, especially as a kid. Like, seeing a kid out of breath is weird. Okay, so this was not a side quest that I have to do. Let's just go back. I feel like we should like get into... That's the thing, he's generally in pretty good shape, pretty active. Thanks for the insight. Oh yeah. I was like that too. Like, I don't know, like again, but for me, it's hard to say this. For me, it got diagnosed before I got like active and before I got like... before I got in good shape. You know, as like a 3-year-old kid, you're just a 3-year-old kid. There's no like... There is no like good shape in that form. So yeah, but it was crazy. Again, for me it was super scary because nowadays, also to like, you know, wind the topic a little bit down, nowadays the treatment for asthma is like super good. I have to like inhale like a powder kind of thing. You don't even notice that. You inhale this, it doesn't make a sound, it doesn't do shit. You just inhale it, you exhale, and then it's done. And then you brush your teeth and it's over. So super easy. But again, when I was younger, we had like, again, I remember this like it's like a you know, like a war tale. Like we had this like gigantic machine, and it makes sound like a lawnmower, and you sit there for like 5 minutes, this obnoxious sound in your ears, and you have to like sit there and like breathe in like some dust or like some like some nebula thing out of like who knows where. It was super scary as a kid and super annoying too, obviously. Because again, I had to sit there like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of just breathing into that thing. And you have to like breathe controlled, so you cannot like, you know, just watch TV and like breathe sometimes. Doesn't do the trick. Okay, you complained about chest tightening, coughing, and I had a very fast breath. Yeah, that can, yeah. An attack was scary. I had like 2 in my life. But when I was younger, not anymore. Thank God. You suffer from allergies. Oh yeah, I can see that too. That freedom? That is freedom right here. Freedom! We have to shout it. America, fuck yeah! What is that bottle you have there? May I try a sip? Sure, try some. It's wine made from grapes from a town called the R. How exotic. Please pour some. It's so delicious. It's smooth and refreshing. This is not a dry wine then. I think even women can drink this. I'll have to tell my friends. Ragweed. Sounds like an insult. You ragweed. This is how much I know English. Steroid nasal spray? Dude, you saying your nose has a 6-pack? Fantastic. Your nose is doing steroids? Oh, this city is big now. Maybe this will help us. Oh yeah! Lior. It's 3 gems per song. Want to hear some? Sure. Sure, let's hear a song. Okay, the piece is Loire Mon Amour. Accordion? Yikes. I'm allergic to accordion playing, I'm sorry. Oh, I can like move, okay. Bless, thank you. I'm kind. I'm an economist and I forecast the growth of towns. Okay, this town is already done. You like my dance emote? You better do that. You better like that emote. Oh, Matisse. Sis. You wish to speak to Matisse? He is now in his he's in his studio now. Jersey. I told you, the people have to do this themselves. Thank you, man. Thank you for your generosity. Retro Gamer Dad, enjoy the ad-free viewing and, of course, your emotes. Enjoy them. And if you, again, want to thank Jersey, maybe you want to, you know, bring it forward next time, or just pass the sub away. Baton the sub. Keep it alive. I love the dance emote though, it's one of my favorite emotes ever. Mafia? Mifta apartment, okay, sorry. Mifta, not mafia. You use the dancing pharaoh wherever you can. Thank you. It is a good one. I feel like in terms of like animated emotes, we standing pretty strong. My not so animated emotes are not so strong, sadly. I mean, you know, not so strong is like a hard word. They're fantastic, but some are, you know, weak. You sometimes get gifted subs you're not active in. I mean, is that not a good thing? That is a good thing, right? Also, again, surprise! And I don't know why, and I don't know how you could pull it off, but this emote you're just posting in chat, the good old cute emote, for some reason is the most popular emote on this channel. You make it the most popular channel for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I thought the dancing or the heart emote is way better, but it's not for some reason. A lot more people use cats, duh. Hey. The pharaoh is cute. Furniture. What? I don't need a home. A home sounds nice. How much does one cost? Let's see, we have an apartment open for 800 gems. What do you think? Sure. Hey, I got the apartment key. I get my own room. I live in the city now. I live in freedom. Cats are life. Some people say that. Rococo apartment 101. Rococo. Rococo. So it's the apartment we were in here? Rococo apartment 101. So this is this one. Oh yeah, I can decorate my home now. I can like buy furniture now for my house. Pff, I don't do it now, but you know, you can do it. So we help the winery. Hydrate, I will do that.
I brought you some water.
Since I gave you that wine. Thank you. More people have come to look for it. Nice. Good. Wine is good. I have gin. I never drink gin or something like this. It's hard for me. The tourist provides travel to cities. Oh. Oh yeah, I have information about other lands. That's good. Good thing I have my camera still. A bottle of gin will last you a year. Oh, that's good. You drink wine from time to time? Can't. Wine makes me pukey. Even one glass of wine will make me hate myself. So I can't drink wine for some reason. I just don't get it in. It's impossible. Everything else, it's fine. You're a rum fella? But not beer? Oh, I feel like if you never tasted like real German beer, like fresh from the German beer brewery, that we have like 15,000 in this country, yeah. You're just not welcome in Germany. German beer is like a whole different thing. I guarantee you. You can drink more different kinds of beer in this country than water, or like everything else combined. Beer and ale makes you bloated and sick. Yeah, that's the problem. How do I get like the tin can for the Linz people, Sayo? Tell me. I need like a tin can. Let's see if there's another travel agency in Freedom. I could also like, you know, enjoy the main story and finish this game. But you guys said I should like make every city 100%, so here we are. The tin sheet should be at Will's house. Oh my god, you're so smart, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so smart. I have to like run around the whole places again. Oh, I see it. Airfield plans. Oh, interesting. Here we go. Now we can like the joke. Why? Oh man. Okay, hear me out. What is it called when the pharaoh lies in the wrong pyramid? A grave mistake. David started. Don't point at others while you click that button. Don't you point at other people. Also, again, I want to still make a channel point redeem, so I talk this like very cringy German, like the very cringy German accent. I think this would be a hit for you guys. Like, yeah, we will do more of the game. We will do more of the game now, yeah? Let's do it the old-fashioned way, yeah? Mr. Jones, yeah? Please do. No. I need to look it more up, though. Even I can hardly do it. Then again, I can just drop. This is the way. Yeah. Talk to the hand. It's more Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you know. Talk to the hand. Wow. Can you give me that? I just found it. The tin sheet. I might be able to make money with this. Okay. So we have to, like, you know, run away and enter again. And this city should be like 100% now. Let's enter this and go back. Right, this should be like 100% now. Ha! Jokes! Funny! There's no local industry here. Oh, we will change that. Don't you worry. What does a bad American accent sound like? Like from my wording? I would not dare to do that. Extra southern. Yeehaw! We're raising the cattle over here. I can't do that. I feel like I'm not the right person to do that. Like, you know, like Cindy from like Final Fantasy 15. It has to be loud. Texan accent, yeah. A southern accent, yeah. Where do I have to put the tin can in, so you know? Like a little bit of sandy cheeks. The sardine guy, let's no. I got the sardines. Now I have where do I have to get the sardines to? Like next step, basically. Like the tinned sardines. Also, I think these dudes should like make an airplane port, so this would be much better for everyone, especially for me, so let's give them this. What? What? You can make places for flying machines to land with that? We were just discussing ways for attracting more people here. May we have those plans? Sure. To stow mine freedom? Okay. Why are there no knock jokes about America? Because freedom rings. Oh! Oh!
That's kind of sad.
Oh, I take it back. You just hit the 4th of July. Let's take it back. Going back to freedom. Freedom. Stoma. Everything changed. There's the tourist info. Sai just says it casually, like, yeah, this has to go to Stoma. Oh, I found him. Tint? I don't know that cooking method. Well, let me try. Arc handed tin 13 to Stoma. The appearance is extremely pleasing. Pass. Sniff sniff aroma is also not unpleasant. Pass. Shom Chu. It tastes great. Pass. I, Stoma, give it my vote of confidence. This will become popular. I must reward you for your most delicious gift. Please take this. A $100 reduce. So I feel like this means we have all the cities 100%ed, right? Pretty sure that is it. Like, we cannot do anything anymore. This is literally all we can do. Oh no, that's not true. Did I show my pictures in Freedom? Or did I only show the picture in the other place? You do nothing about this game, do you recommend it? This game? This game is fun. The only problem about this game, it's very open and very cryptic. So, playing this can be a little bit confusing. The main story is pretty well linear and pretty well described up until the point humanity exists. And then when humanity like starts appearing on the planet, of course it gets more complicated and it's like harder to follow what you have to do. So that is a little bit of a problem in my opinion. Like, you have to read carefully, there's no quest log or whatever. If you lost your way and you don't know which person you talked last to like recollect what he said, it's over. Take notes, but it's a fun game. Like, combat is super good in this game, actually. Like, combat is fun. Very snappy combat. Story overall is amazing. Again, the story will arc, basically, soon. We're at the very end of the game. The only thing that we're waiting for now is, you know, we're doing all the side contest. That, you know, just because. And this should be like a thriving city now too. There is no local industry here. But it is 100%. Okay. Okay. Okay, then this should be okay. I thought you can give something to the dude in the hospital too, but I guess not. Is there something more I can do in lit style? Like, there's the crystal, there's the sardines, and that should be it, right? Good. Then I think we are done. Sun Coast should have, like, an airport now. Like Australia. Like, it's weird to, like, if you see me, like, running around the game right now and, you know, there's nothing really happening and there's, like, no combat and there's no dungeons or whatever. This is an RPG. Then I think it looks a little bit odd seeing me running around the planet the whole time to, like, do mediocre fetch quest. Which, you know, is true, I do that. But soon, I have to go to Russia. It's like the weirdest thing ever, especially with this war situation right now, but it is what it is. Like, we are going to Russia because in Russia is an evil scientist that is evil. That's it. Where is the Heinz dude in here? Is he in the inn? No. Safe. Where is the dude that raids the cities? I need him. It's only at 80%. Huh, what did I do wrong then? Raid my city. I want to play City Skylines again, but it has no meaning because City Skylines 2 is coming out soon. So I guess we will do that when it comes out, huh? I don't know what the last thing in Suncoast is to do, but you know what? Suncoast can suck it. We go to Russia. There we go. I think I have to take pictures from Suncoast. I did this, and I put this into 1, maybe 2 tourist informations. But maybe I missed one of the tourist informations. Hey, we have actually electricity here, so we can see stuff. Also, we had never heard this song before. This is a very interesting song. Also, robots exist. Oh my god, they're so strong. My strength is down. How do I not have that? Can my strength not be down? That would be good. Okay. So, what have we learned? Don't get touched by evil men. Oh man. Whatever. Okay, we pressed another switch, so now the elevator is also going on. I love the very futuristic soundtrack in here. Okay, can't do that. Sad. I guess we see now that the robots work on the conveyor belt. The true horror! Yeah, see? The true horror is seeing like robotic men. taking our jobs. Oh, there's an up and there's a down, okay. I guess we go down first. Again, tomorrow, regardless of what happens, I think we can like finish this for sure. Maybe we can even finish it in the next hour, but I want to take my time with this. Again, the ending is very fun and very interesting to watch, so I will not rush it. Green goo in tubes! I cannot go from this side. That's a problem. So I think this is when you mess up, huh? Cannot go deeper, so let's go up. Doop doop boop. At least we can enjoy the soundtrack. It does not go higher up. Wait a second. Wait a second, what does that mean? I cannot ride these belts up, so I have to do something in here. Oh, you sneaky devil. Oh, I could have done this in the other one too then, huh? And I ignored that in like on the first floor. Aw, man. Are these orcs? Are these like techno orcs? Are we, is this Warhammer? Oop. Sure, and they have teleportation devices too. As you do. If I use that teleportation device, I think there's a huge chance that this will just like make me fall down. Let's go here first. Whatever down should be. Oh, there's the switch. Hey, level 25, baby. Life up by 14, good. Strength by 3, even better. Defense by 2, luck by 3. We will crit so much now. Yeah. And 100 flat damage, yeah. Also, my defense seems to be pretty high. So what's the kicker now? So we push that button. But nothing happens, okay. Okay, these will not stay if you push them. For what purpose did I push the button then? The button makes no sense right now. The button has no consequences. The button of no consequences. But why do I have button when the button is not doing anything? This is complicated. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Oh, we can go more down. Aha. The button of no action. Apparently it has an action. It's not like... Again, as I said earlier, the game is fun, but some things are just not translated very well. But what I will translate very good: Animal Crossing Singapore. Welcome, happy Thursday to you too. Sadly, you come into the break time, so we will have a little tiny break. And then we will continue for another hour of Terranigma. So I see you in just a second. Enjoy your break time, and again, welcome in. Sorry, that is inconvenient timing, but you know, happens. See you in a sec.